Hi guys, Jay Smith here, welcome to the AskGolfNut channel and welcome to Callaway Apex Ai300 irons review. I've literally just done the Ai200 irons review. You can pop up there if you want to have a look at that one or down there on the video channel listing. The reason why I say that is because these two irons will blend within reason seamlessly. The lofts are very, very similar. There's only 1 degree or so of loft difference between the Ai300 being a fraction stronger than that of the Ai200. It's got the same technology in the Ai300. It has got a smart AI face where a computer has designed exactly how thin certain areas of the face need to be to get absolute maximum when it comes to ball speed, spin consistency, trajectory and all that things. You have got the min weight system and dynamic sole design. Again, if you look at the looks of this golf club, the sole on this one is bigger than the Ai200. You've still got that, it kind of returns as like a chamfering on the leading edge and mostly on the trailing edge, which makes the sole looks smaller than it actually is. Top lines are definitely thicker. You know, if this is definitely going to be for the golfer who wants to look down by the golf ball and go, yeah, I'll see a little bit more real estate when it comes to the top line, and also it's got a fraction more offset. After the few shots I'm going to hit with this into the green, I'm going to be testing this at 70, 80 and 90 miles an hour to see, wow, 3 different swing speeds, what kind of performance you get out of this when you don't swing at 90 or so miles an hour, and also do my full forgiveness test where I whack it all over the face, high toe, heel low, all those weird and wonderfuls to see how well it works. Again, AI face, hollow body design, etc. That whole idea is for forgiveness as well as launch. So we'll go see how well it works at 3 different swing speeds and forgiveness. Right, let's go give this one a hit. Little leaky one out to the right hand side, but you'll take that all day long. Carrying well onto the green, stay on the green. This green is the smallest green I've hit in a while. Club path is 0, 0.1, and face is open by 2.2. That's what's given us our little out to the right. That's my fault, not the golf club. 3 mil toe, 0 mil high, so a really decent strike, can't complain with that one. 40 yards in the air and 50 degrees descent angle at 181. So 181 yards is give or take the distance I would expect this to go within reason. 29 degrees is a 1 degree stronger than my 6 iron. Feel wise, it's along the same lines as the Ai200. Now the Pro, the CB and the MB, especially obviously MB, it's the blade, but even throughout that range, even though they're going transition in technology, the Pro, even though the more technical side or technology driven side of the range, it feels basically exactly the same. I couldn't really feel that much difference between. When you go into the Ai200, there is a little bit of a jump. You can feel there's a difference there. It's a little higher pitched, tingier noise. Probably the same difference between the Ai300 and 200 as there is between the Pro and CB. It's minor, but you can definitely tell. But you would absolutely be able to blend these seamlessly. Like really will. I can see players just loving these in the bag. Just a good shot as well, look at that. 180 or so yards away. Club path 0.5. Ooh, face the path, 0.1, very good. 4 mil low, 4 mil toe is the strike, 1.36 efficiency, and give or take 90 miles an hour as I warm up, 89.8. It's doing fine, 38 yards in the air and 49.5 degrees descent angle. So if you're looking to try and blend the Ai200 and Ai300, absolutely, I'd be looking at doing these in the longer irons because these will help over the Ai200. But then you could also blend the Ai200 into the Pro, as long as you're kind of careful with lofts, etc. But that's the only concern. Right, go do another one because these are actually quite fun hitting these into this green. That's going to be just a little bit left. That's my fault, not the golf club's. Is it going to munch a bit of the green? Well, it did. It bounced out the back. Not bad though. Club path is 0, 0.0, face is 0.2, very close. 1 mil high, 5 mil toe, so very fractionally toey, not bad whatsoever. 1.37, although my loft was 25.8 degrees, so slightly less loft, so a slightly better efficiency or smash factor for the people who use TrackMan. We got 38 yards in the air and 49.2 degrees descent angle, 178. Would I game them personally? No, because they're just big and stuff. And I am not, when you look at the looks of this, I'm not a great fan of the look personally, but I love how Callaway are making the look seamless throughout the set. The only ugly duckling at the moment is the TI Fusion, which kind of is not going to be on a lot of people's radar anyway, because it's just seriously expensive. But it works just so well. The whole range, I could really see shop appeal when you have the MB, the CB, the Pro, the Ai200, the Ai300 right next door to each other in the rack. Bang, 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 bang. It would just look a marketer's dream. It just looks so good. And they are good. They are, I mean, Callaway do not make bad irons and never have done, really. It's just another version of something which just works really well. Well done, Callaway. Again, little baby pull on that one. I mean, it's not a bad shot whatsoever. That's just missed the green on the left edge, but that's a good shot, really. Club path 0.6 across, face 0.4 closed. That's why it went a little bit left. That's my delivery. I mean, small margins. But 8mm toe, slightly toey, 1mm low, 38 yards in the air, 49 degrees of sentinel, 178 yards. Just working really well. I mean, well, I've got a very small green out there, but it's just working exactly how I'd expect Callaway to make an iron. I can't complain in the slightest. Now, obviously, looks-wise, I'd always gravitate to the Ai200 because it's slightly smaller than this because I'm a blade player. So anything like this, I kind of, yeah. But this is going to be for the golfer who does want a little bit of real estate. So wants to look down by the golf ball and see that thicker top line, that a little bit more real estate there to be a bit more confident in the shot ahead. So right, let's go give this a hit all over the face, high toe, heel low, all wonderful weird points to see if we can work out how forgiving this AI face is. And then also capture data at 70, 80 and 90 miles an hour to see how well this iron works when you start taking speed away. Interestingly enough, I wasn't going to do this. I was going to wait for a compare to do this, but I thought, why not? Because as soon as I saw this information, I thought, actually, that looks very close to information which I've just done on the Ai200. So the information you can see on the screen now is the information which was captured on camera for the Ai200 video, and also the camera stuff what we've just done now. So you can see the differences between the two. I've got the ball data on here. We'll flick over to the club head data to see what the differences are. But if you look at just the ball, 123.6 to 123.3, no real difference whatsoever. Within reason, no real difference whatsoever. Look at the launch though. Launch has gone up on the Ai300 by nearly 3/4 of a degree. Spin, because of the fact it's a bigger head, the Ai300, with a lower further back centre of gravity, what you're seeing with the launch is we're getting a little bit more vertical gearing. So the head vertically gears and pushes the golf ball up. And what that does also have a tendency just to take spin off a fraction. So there's a pattern of having a slightly lower spin rate on the Ai300. But if you look at the distance, 178, 177, no difference at all in distance, but there's a slight increase in peak height and there's a slight increase in descent angle. So it got me thinking. Now, obviously just done the Ai200 video with the 70, 80 and 90 miles an hour data. I wanted to compare it straight against the Ai300 to see if this pattern of slightly higher launch in, slightly higher peak height, slightly more descent angle runs through the speed testing. So we'll quickly go over to the club head data there. You can see just so what I've just been saying there is all above board. Exactly the same swing speed, no difference whatsoever. Exactly the same efficiency, no difference whatsoever. Within 0.2 of a degree on attack angle. Everything else is really, really close. Actually, it's 0.4 of a degree more, even though the Ai300 has got 1 degree less loft. Static. This is obviously how I deliver. Obviously, it was only 0.4 of a degree. And then strike. There you go. Everything's on there. So what I've just said there is all above board. Let's quickly have a look at what happens when you go 70, 80 and 90 miles an hour. What the difference is between the Ai200, Ai300R. So the information you can see there is all at 70 miles an hour. Unfortunately, they're all red because obviously red is for the 70 mile an hour data sets. I didn't have in mind to do a compare when I was doing this, so unfortunately they all have to be red. But you've got same ball speed, no difference there. Look at the launch angle though on Ai300. It's 0.8 of a degree more. Now the spin is dramatically down. Yes, it is. Why? Because we are swinging at 70 miles an hour, but it's within reason. It's a very small amount, but there's about 150 or so RPM difference. That's well within standard deviation, so I wouldn't get too yay on that. 136, 135, no difference whatsoever when it comes to carry distance. I'm not expecting it to, but there's 1 yard gain in peak height, and there's a distinct gain in descent angle. You can see by the graphic on the left-hand side, the top left, how the flights work. The Ai300 just peaks up a little bit more and then obviously then descends a little bit more as well. So where before on the 70 miles an hour idea of the Ai200 at the 40.2 degrees descent angle, in a custom fit environment, I'll be thinking, that's too close to going into the 30s. And when you're going into the 30 degree mark into a green, it's lap of the gods whether it's going to stop or not. You really have to plan on soft greens for a sub 40 degree descent angle to stick to the green. Where with 42, that's absolutely. So for the people that are going to go Ai200 and they don't want to get rid of their 7-iron, you could quite possibly go Ai300 in the 7-iron and keep that 7-iron if you wish, before you had to move on to something else. But you can see clubhead data, very, very close. There's no real difference in there whatsoever. Delivered the exact same amount of loft, and within reason, it's 2mm high, 2mm toe, and 2mm heel, 2mm low. It's 2mm either way. That is it. So what happens when you go 80 miles an hour? The interesting one carries on. We've got 110.6 to 111.7, so we have got a slight increase in ball speed by 1.1 miles an hour, but I did swing 0.2 of a mile an hour faster. Launch is fractionally higher again, but fractions, and peak height 1 yard, that's it, and then descent angle 0.1. So you kind of carry by 3 yards more. That's more so because of the spin drop. And we go into this idea of spin again, where the Ai200, there does seem to be a separation in the spin profile. So it goes quite low to medium, then obviously quite high, but it follows the speed change. Within the Ai300, it seems to be a much more stable spin profile, and that's not necessarily good or bad. It's just that there doesn't seem to be as large a window of spin profile change on the Ai300 as there is on the Ai200. But you're looking at clubhead speeds 8.1, 8.3, so 0.2 mile an hour faster. Efficiency is very, very close. Attack angle is very, very close. Everything else is very, very close. Loft is perfectly no different whatsoever. Strike is slightly worse on the Ai200, but then they've got more variance on the Ai300, so they would, within reason, cancel each other out. Go the 90 mile an hour, and this is obviously where we are still talking about some serious carry, 178 to 180, but these are players' distance irons as such, and Ai300 is kind of game improvement-ish, but yeah. We'll go into the forgiveness in a second to see how game improvement it is. But ball speed, there's really not that much difference with a 0.4 of a mile an hour, very small amounts. I'm actually swinging the Ai300 0.2 of a mile an hour slower. Interesting one. Launching at 0.6 of a degree more. Again, that's that trait of the Ai300 just peaking up a little bit more when it comes to its launch and then peak height. We're going 39 to 40. Okay, we're so high now anyway at higher swing speed, it's kind of irrelevant, but we're looking at 49.5 to 49.8. I mean, they've both got absolutely perfectly good descent angles anyway. And then if you look at the clubhead data, it's all above board and within 0.1 of a degree of loft. There you go. So the conclusion, obviously, from that point of view is if you're, especially from a low swing speed player, if you want to go into a 7-iron, and it's very difficult from a low swing speed player, 70 and especially under, to get into a 7-iron functionally, then yeah, I'd go to the Ai300 because you're going to get a little bit more extra help in launch, a little bit more extra help in peak height, and of course, the more important, descent angle. How does it work from all weird and wonderful parts of the face? Obviously, to do that, first of all, we need to capture what happens out of the middle and then use that middle point to understand how big the drop-offs are. Now, the Ai200 did okay on its performance from its forgiveness side of things. It didn't do brilliant on certain places, low and heel. So it will be interesting to see how the Ai300 gets on against that one as an idea. So I've captured one here, 0, 0, 0 hill, 0 low, cannot hit middle more than that. And path and face very 0, 0, loft of 26.8 degrees, 1.38. Not bad at all from the AI face. Actually, it's pretty good actually. 1.38 from 27 degrees aloft is very, very good. The AI faces continue to be very springy. But what happens when you don't hit the middle and you start moving across the face a little bit? So I'll capture one here, and this is a nominal miss. This is really the only reason I've put this in here is to showcase what happens for the next one. 7mm heel, 0mm high. Face is 1.2 closed to a part, so it's slightly closed, which is generally slightly a bit more efficient when you have a closed face, but then I'm delivering more loft, so one would cancel the other one out. 1.37. So we haven't lost anything whatsoever. 0.01 from 7mm, a nominal heel miss. If we go 15mm now, let's go double the amount across and slightly low on the face as well, so it's 19mm gross. So not a very good place on the golf club to miss on any golf club at all. But 15mm heel, 4mm low. Loft is give or take the same amount within 0.2 of what we've just done the one beforehand. Path and face are very 0, 0 and 1.30. So we're losing 0.08 from there. The interesting thing for me is that you're losing 0.07 relatively quite quickly, and I don't know exactly when on the face it starts to move, but you can see between 7mm and 15mm it starts to drop off quite quick, And that's what I found with the Ai300 as well. In and around middle and toe shots as well, the Ai300 is absolutely fine. It's good. It works very, very well. When it comes to low and heel shots, it didn't quite work as well. So let's go slightly low on the face. When I say mean slightly low on the face, 4. That's it, 4 mil. And why have I done 4 mil? Again, to show what I'm about to say on the next one. 4 mil low, that is it. Face and path very 0, 0, 26.2 degrees of loft. So that is 0.6 of a degree less than the maxed out one, 1.38. So effectively you can see there, it's not losing anything whatsoever when you go 4 mil low. If you just drop another 6, that is it, another 6, no more. Again, path and face are fairly 0, 0, fractionally slightly closed, but that's it. And half a degree less loft than the previous one, that is it. But we've gone 10 mil low, 1.31. So we've gone 1.38 to 1.31 in 6 millimeters, which is quite a substantial jump. Now, I don't know necessarily why it loses so much off a slightly, well, 6 mil, quarter of an inch difference, but it does. Again, this is quad. From my point of view, I'm just hitting shots and quad is just capturing what happens. It's following the same pattern as the Ai300. The Ai300 did fine, pretty well from toe and extreme toe shots. It did so-so when it comes to the heel and low, and the Ai300 is following a similar thing. Let's go toe. 11 mil toe, 0 mil low, a nominal toe shot. Again, path and face very 0, 0, and 26.7 degrees aloft, which is given around exactly the same when it comes to the maxed out one, 1.36. So that's 11 mil normal nominal toe here, and it's lost 0.02 from perfect from 11 mil toe. Absolutely brilliant, great, perfectly good, no problems with that at all. It's working very, very well. When you go 17 mil toe, 3 mil, so 20 mil gross now. Path and face very 0, 0, and again 26 point something degrees aloft, so very good on that one, 1.34. So we lost 0.04 from perfect, but we're now 20 millimeters away off of the middle. And this is where the Ai300, and no different to the Ai200, just work really, really well. From the middle, nominal heel, nominal low, nominal toe, and bad toe, the face works really, really well, like properly really good. It is very, very fast, this face as well. It's when you go slightly too much low and slightly too heely that you do get distinct drop-offs, and more so than I was expecting. So it's a bit of a kind of glass half empty or half full, whichever way you want to look at it. But on the forgiveness, depending on how you miss as a person, as a golfer, if you miss slightly toe biased and extreme toe on the odd occasion, absolutely the AI series, but the Ai300 with its slightly higher flight, etc., will work really, really well for golfers of slower swing speeds. When you look at the looks of this thing, I like the looks of the range. I'm not a great fan of the look itself, the black badge and the satin. Again, everyone likes and dislikes different things. But I will say, from a range of golf clubs, Callaway have made a range of clubs with such great continuity. They will look absolutely amazing on the rack in a shop. The whole entire range, if we don't count the TI Fusion, because that's all black and it kind of looks the ugly duckling. But if you look all the way from MB all the way to the Ai300, they look exactly the same. They just changed in dimensions. It looks brilliant. So if you are thinking about blending, doesn't matter if you're MB, CB, Pro, Ai200, Ai300, you could seamlessly blend throughout the whole entire set of range of your irons. They look exactly the same. It's just really, really good. Performance out of the middle, this thing works really well, goes up really well, peak heights really well. So definitely a golf club to look at if you are looking for some extra height. It's just on the forgiveness side. If you start moving low heel, it doesn't really like it that much, and it doesn't take long for you to get some seriously distinct drop-offs. You start moving in and around middle, in and around toe and extreme toe, these AI faces work extremely well. So hope you liked the video. If you did, go on down there, like button, YouTube like, so do I. Also subscribe button, most important button a lot, because it's free and it's great for the channel if you could subscribe, so thank you. And next to that is a notification bell. If you click that one, that will notify you next time I upload another video. Hope you're well. We'll see you again soon.